Hello, hello. Well, you just can't see me very well. Hey, y'all. I'm by the window again. I'm a little early, but I was just sitting here chilling. So I got to tell you, my funny mom videos, everybody. Yeah. Well, I'm about to share something with you. So apparently, my son has been homesick. Can y'all hear me? I just want to make sure. Hey, Sofa King Grateful. I won Mom of the Year today because my daughter was out all week last week. Not COVID, it's just like this sinus infection that's going around that took her a long time to get over. So then we're gonna start off with some funnies. This isn't funny. This just kind of makes me Mom of the Year. Why do I look so dark? But anyways, um, this week my son came down with the same thing. All right, so I've been really busy with school and getting this stuff ready and doing some true crime research and so I've missed the school's call every day this week, like think and I'm like, that's okay because they call my husband. Well, apparently when I've missed the calls, he thought they were talking to me. So I'm sitting here and the next thing I know, there's an officer from our school and he just wanted to see like why my kid wasn't at school and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, I thought you talked to my husband." He's like, "No, he thought, or when I talked, or he said he never answered." So anyways, long story short, make sure you communicate with your husband who hey voices, Stephanie, everybody, I miss Sandy, Angels Among Us. I thought we would just, go over a few things today and chat. It's Thursday. It's been, a heavy few days for us, but I just wanted to let's do some breaking news Parker style because there's some good ones. All right, y'all ready for this? Yeah, Amber, I don't even know. That's never happened to us before. I'm thinking that because my daughter was out last week, they wanted to make sure, hey, shot of poison, hey, Jackie. But it was definitely like, oh my goodness. At first I was like, all right, did somebody like is somebody, but it wasn't. It was actually the resource officer and he was just like, all right. And I was just like, oh my goodness. Like, yeah, I just so yes, yeah, I mean, Amber, it's actually a really good thing to know because you don't think about it. Yeah, see, Sofa King, that's where I think I messed it all up was communicate with my husband. I think I went wrong there. I didn't know they would think I know, Amber, especially with COVID, you just figured like they would assume. Anyways, okay, breaking news, y'all. These are some funny stories. Straight out of Hollywood, this happened May 10th. Actor and activist James Cromwell, who stars in Succession's Uncle Ewan, he super glued his hand to a Midtown Manhattan Starbucks counter on Tuesday to protest the chain's extra charge for the plant based milk. Hey, Veronica. Yep. So I want you guys to just sit with that for a second. This millionaire, who is a celebrity, super glued his hand to a counter at a Starbucks to protest the extra charge for plant-based milk. I can't even. Oh, it gets better. Some of these, like I mean, inflation is. Hey, so done with it. Hey, rebellious. Inflation is like exactly, Amber. Somebody give the man some almond milk or something. Like, wow. Here, we're all like as normal people scrambling, with our PayPals and our Venmos and like, oh, significantly every week you notice the grocery difference, and it's definitely difficult for families right now. But Even I'm not low enough to glue my hand to a Starbucks. Oh my goodness. All right, here's this one. All right, here we go. You're all gonna need some depends with this one. This happened on January, she's a little bit old, January 6th, 2022. Stephanie Maddow, who starred in the TLC 90 Day Fiance, hey, X amount of words, sold her jarred flatulence for $1,000 a piece and made over $200,000 in her 2 month venture. While subsisting on a diet of yogurt, eggs, and beans, she unfortunately ended up in the hospital as she thought she was having a heart attack. She would spend her days part time farting into a bottle with flower petals in them. She would then ship them to her fans. Maddow was making $50,000 per week and sold more than $200,000 worth of jarred parts. I I don't like I mean, how do you even sell that? How do you even sell something like that? Hey, Rena, good to see you. Yeah, Rena, can you believe that? I mean, Rena, the money is in the jarred flatulence. That's where we all went wrong. Rebellious Rose, seriously, X amount of words, no lie, right here in news in January 6th. Yeah. X amount of words, not even, no, guys, I know. It is wild, and Rebellious Rose apparently said that she's become a millionaire off of that. I I guess I just wanna know who's in the market for that. I'm more than willing to bottle up them. I just wanna know what who's the I mean, who's our prime who's our target market? Do you just eBay it? I don't know. I don't know I don't know what to do with that. I know, Angel. I know. Screw YouTube. I'm gonna sell my farts. All right. Last but not least, we like to talk about my ADD. This man, and this took place about a year ago, was there's some odd, I know, escaping and leading police on a high speed chase when he got distracted and stopped to pet some cats and was arrested. Rena- Rebellious Rose, Rena wants to know what sells for more because yes, thank you, Rena. That's a really because we need to know exactly like what we're working with here. What is more? But yeah, yo, he got distracted by a cat. Like these just make me laugh. Like it's just I like your high speed. I mean, what if Casey White got distracted by a cat? I just these you don't think that somebody can be that stupid. Rena, Rena, we get you. That's the scary thing. I know, right? I think she sold. I think that. Wow, rebellious. Wow. All right, no one can ever make fun of MJ anymore, and I'm gonna tell her that no one can ever make fun of MJ for the 7-Eleven thing because this no. I mean, at least that was some like we will never make. Hey Shay, I'm gonna go ahead and mod you if you're all right with that. Um, I do not know how to. Oh wait, yes I do. Nope, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna mod you later because I can't remember how to do that. Anyways, and that was not anything bad about Melissa. That's just saying that people need to like cannot say anything. ever about her because people are selling jarred farts. So, and plus, I just think people are too hard on her. She spent a while talking about how much money you can make. Wow. I just like, like once you open it, I would think eventually, I mean, do you pick special occasions to open it? Hey, Shay. Hey, MJ's Life. MJ's Life. You got to go back to the beginning and check out some of these stories because you'll die. I mean, right? Do you just like, hey, we're going to have a big family event. So crack that puppy open? Like, it, it's, uh, it's, I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore. The things people do, sometimes it's really terrifying. And yes, Jackie, at least it was a, animal lover. Hey, Jackie, I was wondering, so you do acrylic pours? I was thinking maybe you'd like to do one night, or something. They sell jewelry made out of moose poop. Oh my gosh. MJ's Life. Basically, an actor stuck his hand to a Starbucks with super glue to protest the charge of plant-based milk. One guy got distracted while running from police by a cat, and one actress is selling her farts, pretty much. I guess, Amber, I guess. Um, so I'm keeping this lighthearted, but I also wanted to I haven't seen any updates on Casey White at all. Okay, okay. I just got this breaking news thing on my phone and this is pretty disgusting. Hold on one second. Can somebody really quick on their phone see if there's any updates? The only updates I did look up his brother a little bit, and I looked up um, how he tried to escape in 2020, and it looks like in October. Hey, true crime analyst! Ooh, yay! I did it yesterday. It looked like I mean, the timeline really fits because it looked like he tried to make two shivs, I guess they're called, in October 2020, but guards intercepted them to escape. He met Vicky in July of 2020. And then when he realized they were going to take him back to this prison he's at now, that's when he made that. But I guess in that few months is when the relationship started to develop. So I mean, if you really think about it, the timeline is absolutely lines up. My guess is that they did not. I believe that they didn't ever go through with this before because of her husband still being alive. Run from the cops, and he was way ahead until he turned his back to see how far the cop. Oh my gosh, rebellious! You need to get that on video. I know, Sandy, and I did see that. I want to say it was confirmed he was driving, but yeah, he's saying he didn't kill her. He retracted that once he realized that they weren't going to keep him at this prison forever. Oh, her body is back in Florence. Yep. I did hear that as well. Um, Other news that happened is I'm not sure if y'all saw, but I don't know how you say it, the Moab. It looks like they have a prime suspect in the Moab case of those two women that, originally people thought maybe it was Brian Laundrie. It turns out that it was a man that they kind of had originally. Kylene and Crystal, thank you. Yeah, that's what I thought, Stephanie. Yeah, Jackie, so do I. Um, the one thing with Amber I was saying though, and I wanted to say something about the Moab, but I did rebellious, confused because you didn't hear a gunshot. But I don't know if that was because it. Do y'all think maybe it was accidental, like when they wrecked? Um, Tia did find. She said you look real close, you can see a bullet hole in the window or something. But but I don't know, it was just really weird because she definitely, like, yells. Yeah, angels. I'm wondering if it was kinda like just a quick, like, "Oh my goodness," and then MJ's life. The Moab murders are Kylene and Kylene Schulte. I don't know how to say it, sorry, and Crystal Turner. They were murdered while camping. Basically the same day, April or August 18th, or it was August 13th or something, where Brian Laundrie was at the time. Hey Tia, I don't know. I don't know. I can't figure it out. MJ's life. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. But the person of interest in this Moab case. Oh no, I don't think they wrecked on accident. No. Yeah, so that's unfortunate too. Oh no, I don't think they wrecked on accident. It is unfortunate that the man took his life. He actually worked with the one that worked at McDonald's. I want to say that was Crystal. Um, I don't think they've released much details, but he allegedly admitted to killing two women in Utah. He also was in the area when it happened, the area that they were murdered in. I have not seen any, I know, MJ's life. Right, Shay. I have not seen, did anyone see any articles about reasonings behind it, or was he just about the reasonings behind the Moab uh, thing, the Moab murder, other than the fact that they worked together? Creepy, oh, complained about, but they all thought this. Oh, wow. Okay. And then he cowered out, Unbelievable. So, this breaking news, y'all, let's talk about this. It just popped up on my phone as of 2 hours ago. Oh, was he rebellious? Okay. Oh, good. I can get this in before my kids come in. Josh Duggar, his wife, wrote and said that he didn't choose this life. She's begging the judge for leniency in his sentencing. Let's read this. In the beginning, she said she called to say she had a gun to her head. Yep, exactly, Jackie. Fayetteville, Arkansas. On May 11th, the prosecution and defense teams in Josh Duggar's pornography case each submitted sentencing um, memorandums or something. It said that the prosecution did all the details and they want a sentence of 30 years to life. And because of a lack of criminal history for a 5-year sentence. Um, Duggar's wife wrote a letter that included wholesome descriptions of Duggar, explanations of why a lighter explanations of why a lighter sentence would be beneficial and appropriate, or both. Joshua, this is her letter, part of it. Joshua sees the best in people and is willing to walk alongside them to help make their dreams a reality. I ask that you consider reuniting us as a family again soon. You see my face? So he walks alongside of people to help make their dreams a reality or their nightmares a reality. I'm confused. Like, are you are you kidding me right now? Did do you think that, like, I mean, that the yeah, internal scream to you, like, how long before you think the judge couldn't contain his laughter or her laughter anymore? I their neighbor of Anna Duggar echoed Anna's story and how the Duggar needs financial support. I, I know, right? But that's yeah. We'll go back to the Casey and Vicky thing, but that just popped up on my phone, and I thought, you got to be kidding me. She cannot still be defending this. I She does. You know what, Rebellious? I actually agree. I actually agree. She needs some intense therapy. Intense therapy. Um, because that's wild. Yeah, Angels, go ahead. So, yeah, the stop really got so back to the because yeah, he's disgusting that, rot in jail. He's yeah, that whatever. Um, back to the 911 call. So now everyone says the news and the marshals that it was him driving. Tia did see the bullet hole. We know they're both back in Florence, or he is, and yeah, exactly, Rebellious. Her body's back in Florence. He's in jail at that William Donaldson or whatnot. But now that everyone's had a chance to listen to the 911 call, what are your thoughts? Like what he's in South Alabama, Shay? Okay. Uh I'm just Googling him really quick. I want to see. Let's see. I mean, she was telling him to stop. I guess people were starting to question if they had gotten married, but I don't think they did. Somebody said when you are like in jail, that's what like prisoners will say about their wife, like their girlfriends or whatever. They'll say their wives or whatever, but there's no record of them. I know it is, Tia. I know it is. Duty Rod explain is it? Okay, thank you, Jackie. He explained her positioning. He had a couple medical examiners on and explained her positioning of why people first thought she was driving. Um 11 days. Now some people have said that she was DOA and that she was DOA because the reason that they said she wasn't is because they can't say it until they alert the next of kin. But I don't know if that's true or not because they did say she was still breathing. Uh, and I'm trying to see, make sure there's no updates. Vicky, wait. I don't know. Yeah, Tia. Yeah, I haven't watched all of his stuff. I've just come in for a couple of his things. Did the airbags come out? Yeah, maybe rebellious. Well, the thing is though, if she wanted to run, she had to know they were going to shoot her because I mean, when you run, they shoot. Um, the 911 audio appears to start near the end, blah blah blah. No one appears to address the dispatcher. So there was people were trying to figure out whether or not whether or not it was so the airbags called on start. That's what I was wondering, Shay. Um, in the first 6 seconds, she said, "Stop and wait, stop. Airbags are going to go off and kill us." That line to me is so bizarre. 12 seconds in, a loud noise is heard. The first at least four loud noises to happen in about 15 seconds. It's unclear in each instant what the noises represent, and it's unclear from the audio when the car was rammed, when it rolled over, and when a gun was fired. So that's my question. Amber and I have been trying to dissect together. Um, and Shay, because of you wanted to do research, I'll probably create a little chat for you and Amber and I just to kind of research more and stuff. Because I'm gonna mod you. There are side airbags that I believe what went up first. Okay. Do you have any opinion of why we didn't hear a gunshot? Or do you think that one of those was a gunshot? It just like the noise of everything else kind of overpowered it. Do you also, right, Amber, do you think that the airbags caused her to pull the trigger? Like, hey, Dippity Doo, we're breaking things down again, Dippity Doo. I was keeping it light, but then I want to keep it light some. I don't want you guys I don't want people to feel like every time they come here they're getting bombarded with true crime. But I mean, unless that's what you want. Um, but I'm not good at just like sitting here and not talking. So um I'm kind of into like, you know, figuring out the details of this case. Um with the airbags going off as well, it's hard to tell. You just think there was too much other noise? Okay. I'd be curious of how long between the time that they got in the accident to the time the officers ran to the car. Um, like, what was the span? Could it have been done within that time period, or was it as they were crashing? There's just a. I don't think that they would release the gunshot as the tape was pieced, but I think I. Oh, Tia. Okay. You know what? That makes me too, Jackie. Well, I'm glad you guys don't feel like you're coming in here bored. I'm glad to hear that because it has really consumed me because I'm trying to figure out the psychology, but then I feel like you guys will think, "Oh my gosh, he's coming again today with this." Um, yeah, Tia, anything you want to do? Tia, if I am struggling to find anything on his upbringing, so if you can find anything on his upbringing, that would be huge. I know about his mom a little bit, but they said there's very little about his dad. Um, I'm trying to find out how he was a half brother related to Stephen White. If it was dad and a wife or whatever, is what I'm really trying to figure out. Um, that makes sense that they probably it's possible so much going on at once. You're right. I wonder if they took that part out. Yeah, Shay. Well, yeah, and part of me wondered if the reason she wanted to run is because she knew it was over and she knew they would probably shoot. So, oh, thank you, Tia. Yeah, anything you can find on his dad or upbringing, because I have like tried and tried, and it's just driving me. Okay, thanks, Rebellious, driving me nuts to find this out. It's interesting too that there's just so little about that. And it did say, now correct me if I'm wrong, I read he doesn't have children, but then I've heard others say that he has two. So, um, yes, thank you, Tia. And I definitely like to have you guys up. I'm holding off on the big open panel because of like what just happened to Brittany and stuff. And I know there's people working on, I don't, Tia. There are people working on stopping what's happening, but I want to be super careful right now because of, you know, channels are getting there's something going on in our community. Um, but yeah, it's just very interesting we can't find much on him. And like when Stephen White's sister, she like shows his siblings and his mom and shows nothing about him and doesn't acknowledge him as being her sibling at all. So it's just really weird. Yeah, MJ's life, I agree. When I was talking it through with Amber and stuff, it's there's some things that are just really And when you work hard to build it up, and I have a small channel, but um it's really like, granted, Brittany got it back, but with not without hours and hours of trying. Yeah, absolutely, Tia. I would love to do that. Yeah, email me and stuff, and we'll get it scheduled. I think that would be great. What is Limestone County? Is it like they're limestone there and it's like bad for you or something and makes you go crazy? Why would she have said stop, wait, stop, airbags are going to go off and kill us? This at second 6, y'all, she says stop, wait, stop, airbags are going to kill us. And then 12 seconds in, so within 6 seconds, the accident, everything started. Giggles, not that I know of, but if I swear, I'm telling you what, if that ended up being the case, my mind would be blown. Thanks, Tia. Yeah, well, don't underestimate yourself. You've had a lot of knowledge on this. Hey, Sherry. Ooh, Myrtle Beach. Shay, if correct me if I'm wrong, don't you live close to there too? So you kind of have a good grasp on like location and geography surrounding it and stuff. But so in 6 seconds, she was worried about her life ending by airbags to then taking it, and it just feels really weird. Oh, I missed it. I get it. Been there, done that. Hit for. Oh man, the drama is bad right now. Okay, Shay. Maybe we just need to buy people farts in jars, and the stress and drama will end. They'll smell and it'll be euphoric or something. I don't know. Yeah, I think so too, Amber. But I think it's really important. Well, for me, it is that we find more about his family life. It sounds like his mom may have been kind of a classic enabler, just by what she said of how he would never. This is not like him at all. Um, did you forget about what he did the rest of the time? Like, just not a see. I just This isn't his first rodeo, so that, and just that he couldn't have possibly done this and blah 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 blah. And I read one article, and whether this is true or not, because there's been a million different things, was that she said that he must have been manipulated by Vicky. So she sounds maybe like maybe she was abused herself, so she's kind of a classic enabler, or she's just a mom. No mom wants to, believe that that would be the case. So 5 miles were Heather Elvis. Who's Heather Elvis? Like, I'll have to look that up. um, so it says it's unclear when the car was rammed, when it rolled over, and when the gun was fired. So after the first noise of the first large noise, it says that you can hear Vicky say God. And then it says you hear a second noise, which is probably this is when they're driving. So she says God, then they're driving. We hear the noise of the bump, bump, bump. She said airbags are going out, going to go off and kill us. Let's get out and run. We should have stayed at the hotel. The second noise is heard, and the woman shrieks, and then shrieks again for the next 30 seconds. Okay, so it's generally muffled sounds of siren. And a minute into a recording, a soft voice is heard, perhaps a moan, because it's not clear whose voice. Oh, that's just awful. Oh, really? Oh, I'll look her up. Still breaks my heart. I've been really it I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been really consumed. No, I can look into it, Sherry. I haven't even Yeah, Sherry, this case, I had so many cases like the Jeffrey McDonald, I still got to do the crimes. This case is just taken up so much with new details every day that but and trying to get my bearings on school with six kids, gosh, sick kids. But my plan for next week is I would like to, at the beginning of the week, be able to have each day mapped out of what we're going to do so that people can say, all right, on Tuesday, I wanted to make sure I catch Parker's live on this, or, just so that people are able to plan more because some people have said, well, I'm just trying to figure out when you go live. So that seems like it would be a better use. Oh, wow, Tia, that's amazing. That is so crazy. She was never found. I was also reading about I that's my poor son. Rebellious, absolutely. Look, I am all about research. Yeah, I'll look it up, Colleen. I am all about as many people want to help. I love getting emails um because I was in Robbie's earlier, and Locumized Life said it's very hard when you're doing true crime to it does people might not think it takes a lot of work, but it does to research, to put things together. So have at it. But one second. Anyways, so send me things. Yeah, his wife, his wife are doing 30. Wow, Sherry, that's crazy. I will say that. Would you like to say? All right, I don't want to talk about this in front of you, so. Yeah, Tia, it was nice to kind of like I'm gonna use code words, y'all. You'll figure it out. No TV down here, please, until I'm done. Um, it's appreciative to recognize that it does take a lot. What was I gonna say? And then I also read about the D. Warner case today too. That is just tragic. That reminds me, I mean, seems very similar to the Barry Morphew case, but again, been a year. She's not found. Um, they did say no. Turn it off, please. They did say that. Well, the private investigator working with Dee's family said he believes an arrest will be made shortly. But again, just such a sad case. Sounds like another, domestic violence type situation that the woman finally gets enough to leave, and he I think they said too that the private investigator said that Dee's husband like drove there was markings of tractor wheels up to the doorway, and the loader on the front was completely cleaned off, and it's just but here's a legitimate question for y'all. These men, okay, women too. I just don't know as many women case, but these men that hurt their spouses or whatnot, they continue on with life like nothing happened. I mean, they play the part of, look at Chris Watts. They play the part of the grieving. All right, thanks, Tia. Yes, definitely do. Um, the grieving spouse and all of that, and then they just carry on. It's mad. It's insane. Does anyone know in the chat that's looked into the D Warner case? It was the kids, both D and Dale's kids, or was it just D's kids? I was trying to figure that out. I'm gonna wait and see what you. No idea the PTA. So sad, MJ's life. There's some case. Oh yeah, Amber. I have noticed. Let's talk about MJ's life. You actually said something. Oh, case snap. MJ's life. That brings up a really good point. It infuriates me when I hear PTSD being made light of. Um, across the board by anybody. Sometimes, there's guys that'll say PTSD, or I've heard several people say in life and on here, PTSD. It is PTSD comes in all different forms and for all different things. And none of us should be able to MJ's life, yes. I am very thankful you're okay. That was kind of insensitive that I didn't really and I was diagnosed with complex PTSD. That's a thing, and that's often mistaken for borderline BPD. But unless you've experienced it, I think it's very hard to. Oh, my son's here with a friend. All right, y'all. Exactly. I am going to hold on one second. My house is about to get crazy, so we're gonna go outside. Okay. I am going to hop off this live. I'm sorry. I'm going to hop off this live. I want to finish this conversation and go outside because my house just became unexpectedly full. Yay. What are you boys doing? Are you going to the park now? All right. So, are you all okay if I hop back on this in a second? Or do you guys need to run? Can you run upstairs and get my headphones? All right, good. Let me go grab my headphones. Yeah. All right, I'll explain outside. Talk to you later. I'll be right back.